Welcome Sagittarius to your February 2023 reading. Thanks for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings to all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comments section below. Just make sure you put new subscriber before your question, or if you don't have a question, just put new subscriber, free mini reading please, or something like that, just so I know to give you that more in-depth reading, because I'm also opening it up to everyone else to ask a question as well. So you don't have to subscribe, you can already be a subscriber. You can be a new time viewer, whatever it is, just ask your question and I'll give you a yes or a no or a short answer to your question, whatever message comes out for you. But as I said, new subscribers, make sure you do specify you are a new subscriber. And once that ticks over, once my subscribership ticks over, I will give you that more in-depth reading. Now, this month I'm using a deck that is looking a little bit tatty, a little bit old. The corners of the cards are a little bit worn here, but this is my personal deck. I don't use this for anyone else's readings, only for myself. And it's very, very old. It's called the Mystic Tarot, and it's by Juliet Sharman Burke and Liz Green. And I was just really getting called, it was drawing me. I needed to use this. So there may be specific messages that come through when I use this card for some of you. Now, they do reprint this deck, and I will eventually buy a new deck. This is a first edition. And I do want to incorporate it in my readings because I love the imagery. But as I said, that just explains why it's a little bit tatty and old looking. Now, happy Valentine's Day for all of you that love to celebrate Valentine's Day. There's some beautiful warm energy here. But you start out your reading with the Seven of Wands. Now, this is you having some strong beliefs about something. Could have something to do with your work or a passion project, something that you're quite inspired by. And you've got some feelings about how it should be. This could also even be some feelings about making a move, changing some things up in your life here. But the thing about the Seven of Wands is it's that card that kind of says stand your ground if you believe in what it is you are fighting for here. So although it is a card of conflict a little bit here, it is saying if you believe in something strongly enough, stand your ground. And for some of you, this may actually, you might believe in something so much that you are going to stand your ground and you will not budge. And this may actually cause you to just move away from a particular situation that was causing you a lot of conflict, a lot of stress. That's how much you might actually believe in this thing that you're fighting for or that you're battling over here. And the reason I say that is because you do have the Six of Swords right beside it. This tells me that for some of you, you're just going to stand your ground to the point where you're not giving up and you're going to have to leave a tumultuous situation and move to calmer waters because you believe in it so strongly. But for a lot of you, I feel like if you do stand your ground, it's going to be happily ever after situation for you. It's right above the Ten of Cups, which is just that happily ever after card. So you will be successful here, I feel, if you do stand your ground and fight for what you believe in. Now that Six of Swords, for a lot of you, as I mentioned, this is that card of turning your back on a difficult situation. And this could be even mentally, things that you've been struggling with mentally. You've had enough. You're turning your back on it, and you are moving to those calmer, warm waters. If you look at this particular card, this is a good indication of what's going on. You see that the tumultuous seas that are swirling in the foreground of the card here, but in the distance, the water is really calm. The clouds are parting, and you can see the beautiful, calm village on the hills in the distance, and that's where you're headed to. You want happiness, and you want peace, and so you're going to go for this. And I see you getting it as well. I mean, the Six of Swords is right above the Ten of Pentacles. That's that happy family security here. So you will be shifting and changing some things that aren't actually working for you very well in February, and moving to calmer waters, calmer shores. Now you've got the Moon card here. Now the Moon card is a very deeply intuitive card. Now you could potentially have a Pisces in your life. I often read this as a Cancer as well, just because the Moon does rule Cancer, and you can actually see that little crab in the corner. Often they do make it in traditional decks, it's a little crayfish. But so this could be someone significant in your life, but the Moon card does talk about intuitive messages that are going to be coming through for us. This is the card of things that are hidden, things that are unknown. And the fact that the Moon card is right above the Ace of Swords tells me that you are going to be getting some clarity here. There is going to be some insight into something that was a little bit hidden, that you weren't quite seeing the full picture of. Now again, this can be to do with your work for a lot of you, but just mentally, there are things that you've been thinking about, you some ideas that you've had that you weren't really sure on about which direction to go in here. I feel like there is going to be a lot of clarity coming in, some insights coming in, some intuitive messages even. And it's interesting, look at your final Gateway Oracle card, hearing messages from Spirit. That is very much connected to that Moon card. I'll read the meeting out at the end of the reading of that card, but this is quite powerful, intuitive messages. You're quite in tune with Spirit, I feel, in February for a lot of you. Now you've got the Three of Wands here. Again, this is quite a work-orientated reading. Now for those of you that are retired, that you aren't working, these are passion projects, things that you're inspired by, creative projects that you've been involved in. But I feel like for the Three of Wands, this says you have done so much work, you've put in so much effort here, and you can now just relax and know that your ships are coming in here, Saggy. You have done what you need to do. There is a bit of a wait involved, like a waiting period, a sense of having to be patient about something, but you can know that you've done the work, you've done all that you need to do, and now you can just wait for the results to come in here. Now for some of you as well, there could be a significant choice that you might need to make regarding your career, about which direction to go, what to do here. But for a lot of you, I feel like you've done the work. You could, for some of you, you may have even gone for a job interview now. You've done all you can do here, Saggy, so just let it rest, and you can't do any more. But I feel like there is success here, and you know, two of the best cards in the deck, the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Now, I can't remember, there was another sign that got multiple 10s. Now, 10s are all about endings that lead to new beginnings. So not only have you got two 10s, you've got an ace. So you've got the ending and the new beginning showing up here in February. But the 10s bring about a sense of completion with the issues of these particular suits that are showing up here. And it's almost like 10s can bring a sense of contentment and a sense of happiness here. And both of these cards, the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, are both wonderfully fortunate, happy cards. The 10 of Cups is that, as I said earlier, that happily ever after energy. You are just have this internal happiness. You're in a great place here. You've got wonderful, loving, emotional energy around you, family, friends. Your cup is filled to overflowing here in that 10 of Cups. It is beautiful. And also the 10 of Pentacles. This is security, family, money. You're in a great place financially here with the 10 of Pentacles. You've been working really hard. You've been building your wealth, and you are building a secure and stable environment for those around you in your family as well. So two of these cards, there is this sense of contentment that I do see here for you in December. I'm sorry, I'm saying December because that is the majority of you, that's your birth month. I meant in February. I do apologize for that. But just happiness and joy here. And as I said, if you've had any worries about money or finances, if you've had any worries about your relationships, you can let those go. You can move on to those calmer shores, because the 10s talk about that that final stage. You're there. You've achieved what you've been searching for. And then, as I said, that Ace of Swords. Here we stand with new beginnings, new inspiration, new clarity coming in, new ideas. And this can be, again, to do with your work. I am just getting this feeling of a lot of you having to make a choice about how you want to spend your money or what direction to go in when it comes to your career or a particular project here. But the Ace of Swords is quite a powerful card, and it cuts away any confusion, any lack of direction here. And because this Ace of Swords is right beneath that Moon card, this is really saying anything that was hidden, anything that you were unsure about, you didn't have a true picture of, you are gaining a lot of clarity here in February when it comes to any sort of confusion or things that you just didn't have all the answers for. This will absolutely bring in the answers that you seek. And yeah, it's, if you have any blockages as well, if you've had any blockages because you had run into obstacles while you were trying to manifest your plans, when you get that Ace of Swords, it sort of cuts away all of that. It kind of says, if there have been bumps in the road, well, that's okay, but they're only minor setbacks here, Saggy. And, any sort of setbacks, any kind of conflicts, any kind of bumps in the road, as I said, could potentially be happening for a reason, and you're being stalled just so the timing is perfect for you to progress forward. Yeah, the ace really sort of is that message of not to give up. This, if you have had any bumps in the road, any blockages, that, as I said, that ace of swords cuts all that away, and things are going to turn out quite well for you in time. And yeah, you're going to be getting a better understanding of a particular situation that you may be in. I just see this so linked with the mysteries of the moon. I feel like whatever has been mysterious, whatever you haven't been clear on, whatever messages you haven't completely been given, or you don't have, that things are coming in for you. Knowledge is coming in. Answers are coming in February. Now, your final tarot card there is the Two of Pentacles. Now, twos are all about choices. So again, this is why I'm feeling there could be a choice here about which direction for some of you to go in when it comes to your money or your career. But often the Two of Pentacles is a card of juggling a lot of things. You could be quite busy. You might be attempting to do too much at once. So just be careful, because often if you are juggling a million things at once, then it may be difficult to do everything successfully. So just sort of take it easy. This can even talk about somebody who's working two jobs. So there might be a decision here for you to actually leave one of those jobs that may be creating a little bit of conflict or stress. If you've been, if you're retired and you've been working on several projects that some have been actually quite stressful for you, you might be deciding to leave one of those behind and not continue on with that. But yeah, again, as I said, this could be moving from one career to another here. Yeah, but if there's any sort of uncertainty there, just wait as long as you can before making a decision. But if you are experiencing a lot of stress or having a lot of challenges making decisions, try and approach things in a more playful way. That's going to help you kind of decide which direction to go in here as well. That's a little message coming through for some of you with that Two of Pentacles. Now, your final card, as I did touch on earlier, from the Gateway Oracle deck is hearing messages from Spirit. And the affirmation for this particular card is, I am a clear channel for messages from Spirit. And the meaning of this card is believe. Right now, your spirit guides, ancestors, and loved ones who have passed on are sending you messages, love, and healing. Have faith that you can discern these messages, and you will. You are a vibrational match for communications from these spirit realms, and so now, in the days ahead, you'll be even more aware of these loving messages that are flooding your soul. The universe wants you to know one of the secrets of the universe is the power of belief. If you are able to imagine and truly believe that something can happen, then miracles will abound. Look for signs. The feather that alights at your feet, the penny that mysteriously appears, or the rainbow splashed across the sky might be a sign that Spirit is trying to get your attention. Watch for signs in your dreams too, for messages from Spirit are most often conveyed during the nocturnal hours. Messages are waiting for you. Listen to the whispers in the wind. How beautiful is that? And as I said, I see this very much connected with the Moon card, and in a way the Ace of Swords as well. This is giving you clarity. This is cutting away all of that stuff that's been bogging you down, and it's going to allow for these messages from Spirit to come in for you here, Saggies. So really listen out for them, because I feel like there could be some messages here that are going to help guide you as well, particularly if there is a decision here that you're required to make regarding your money or your finances, your career. But overall, this is a great reading and I'm really loving it for you. Have a wonderful month, Sagittarius. Don't forget, take me up on my offer of that free mini reading or just asking a question. And I hope to see you next month. Have a great month. Bye.